Hi guys, welcome to the channel.
We're on the next week.
Yeah,
From last week.
that's how it goes normally.
Dang, it went fast.
And it goes fast, real fast.
Isn't April Fool's Day next week?
I'm really hoping somebody just comes out and says, it's all a joke. Be like, is this whole year? This whole
I'm
year's
to
been
think
April
something
Fool's.
good to do to you.
I'll not be here, so
Oh, that'd be kind of hard, won't it?
yeah.
Why does he always go away when we got lots of work?
Convenient.
Crazy.
I
Very
know-
convenient.
I gotta make money so that we can do it
You're
all.
not making money by going to Texas. Give me a break. I may have been born yesterday. No, what? How's it going? I was born so long ago, I can't remember what way it goes. All right, so pool's almost full. Let's go swimming.
I'm ready.
There's 12 tons of what's called expanded clay. And expanded clay is clay that's been cooked at really high temperature, just regular clay. It's been cooked at a really high temperature and it expands. So that's little pieces of dirt that have been cooked. So they're super light, but see how there's a whole lot of different angles on them, like little gravel? But that's actually clay. All right, so there is 22,000 pounds of that in here. Two full dump truck loads. This morning what we're gonna do is figure out, I think we're gonna have to take the excavator and I'll be able to get a scoop or two out of it with the excavator, and then we're gonna hand load the excavator bucket and then swing it around and shovel it in. I wonder if I could just back that truck up there. Back up right between those trees. I could probably dump a lot of it right there. Got 2 truckloads. I got a little bit extra that I put in a pile, but that's about 21,000 pounds of expanded clay. And now what happens is we get 3 to 8 inch pieces of rock or slate or something. We lay that on top of that as a carpet, and then on top of that gets some kind of pebbles. So first, on the outside of the wall, we put 300 feet of 4-inch corrugated, perforated, which means it's just got slots in it.
It's a lot of 8-ids.
Pipe all the way around the pool. It goes all the way around, and it's wound up underneath the end up there too. And it comes, it all ends right here. So there's 300-foot lengths, about 300 foot, and they end right here to a manifold, and they come up into this 3-inch pipe. This 3-inch pipe goes through this, that goes through the liner and into the pool pump box where the pool pump sits with its filter. So we have this morning in chilly weather again dug the ditch for the waterfall pipe. Waterfall pipe goes up and around and over to where the waterfall is going to be, which of course is right over there. Then we dug out the berm, and then we dug a hole right through to the back of the liner. That piece right there goes in the liner. The pump will sit right down there on gravel on a couple of 2x10s with some rubber on top of them to sort of quiet the pump as much as we can. And then 2 lines come in there. Here's the skimmer suction coming in here, waterfall outlet coming in there. So I think we're good to go to get the 2x10s and put those in. That's a day job. Cut the lumber, build the box, get the pump in. So waterfall outlet, other side of the T, will go through that hole. Hopefully I have enough room. I may have to cut that board. These aren't in place yet and they still got to be painted. The big pipe is the suction for the biofilter, which is just finished. Looks nice if I say so myself. So there's the biofilter going through the liner. That 3-inch line there, that's coming from that 300 feet of pipe, and that 1.5-inch line goes down around and comes out right there, and that'll shoot like a jet. That'll clean the bottom of the pool. So pretty cool. Skimmer's in now. Skimmer's over there, and we add a little more gravel here. We got to move it around. I got to build one more row up on the wall and then build a lid, but now I got to get the electrician over here to get some wiring in here. But we're plumbed pretty close. Is once we get the pool started, we add a bacteria to the pool.
Ew.
And the bacteria actually grow on all the sides of this. They grow on this. It's amazing, but that's what happens. Well, what feeds that stuff? What keeps that stuff alive once it starts growing? It's got to have food, right?
Yeah, the stuff in the water.
What's that called? Nutrients.
That's the one.
Nutrients. So if the bacteria on the rock are eating the nutrients, that means that slime, algae, stuff like that can't grow because there's nothing for them. In fact, that algae, right, that stuff right there, plus plants that we're going to plant along the outside, and we'll have lilies, water lilies on this side, and other kind of moss, all kind of stuff. Those things, as the water goes by their roots, suck in the nutrients. And then those pipes down below this stuff suck the water down through. Then the bacteria eat those nutrients too. And then it goes back into the pump, back down the waterfall, and shoots through the jet right there that keeps everything stirred up in the deep end, so it keeps the sediment stirred up, and that's what keeps the pool clean, so we don't use chemicals. So there's 22,000 pounds of this stuff, and then on top of that, we hand laid all of this rock.
A lot of rock.
That's a
lot of
rock.
We had to find all the rock out in the woods.
Yep, and our neighbors, which we won't talk about. Yeah, sorry, Kyle.
Sorry, Kyle.
Yeah, so we got all the rock laid down flat. Then we're now bringing in more rock, slate, to cover the liner on the outside. The water level will be right around here. So most of this stuff is all underwater. This is going to be a foot. The water level here is a foot above this wood. If I was sitting in the pool right now, I'd be sitting with the water up to about here.
Cool.
Yep. So, but we want to hide all the liners. So we'll plant plants all along the top. They'll grow down, and then we'll plant plants also on the rock in the water, and they'll grow up. So we've got all this rock to put. We got one more trailer load of rock to go get. We got one today. That's the rock you see stacked up around the back, around the top. Oh, and we brought in, this is 10 tons of, this is called maxis. These are pieces of slate. So this is slate, and this is slate. So this is called maxis. These are big pieces of slate that have been broken down. They'll be in the swimming area, and then we'll have smaller pieces of slate called minis that we're now going to cover all of this with. Cool. Something like that, right? It was a car. What was that? Like that, huh? Yeah. And this is the windshield.
Yeah.
The windshield probably came down like this.
Wow, that's fancy.
Yeah. Yeah, you could tilt the windshield up to, and this was probably a road right here, and they built that, I think, to put a road in here, because that's a built wall. That's obviously a built wall. That didn't just happen like that.
Yeah.
So there must have been a road right through here somewhere. Who are the 19? That had to be in the 20s or 30s or 40s at the latest.
That's so cool.
So I'll take this load, get what y'all can.
And the bad boy?
Yeah. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. this width. So the next step, once we get the rocks on the side, the next step is to take the blower and a broom and sweep all of the rocks clean. And then make channels between them, kind of. And then we'll bring in a truckload of minis, and we will cover those. We will cover all of the rocks. So you'll still see the rocks, sort of, but those minis will go down in between them. So you won't. We want to cover all of this stuff because about 5% of this stuff is going to float. And so we want to try to cover it so it doesn't float up, and so it looks nice with the gravel all around it.
Yeah.
So we do that. Then we've been working on the waterfall, and so we got to keep working on that. It'll help. I got to get water going so I can see where the water flows, so we know what rocks to move and stuff.
Today we just had the electricians come out and dig the line and hook up the pump so it actually has power to it. We ran it for the first time, which was very cool to see it actually work.
It does work, yep.
All right, here we are. This is the first test run of the pool.
So we got power, it's got on. Flashing green is priming, there it goes.
I see water.
Cool.
Nothing at the waterfall, but
well, that's
a little bit further.
You got a long way to go up there. So yeah, awesome.
You have to put the water hose in that thing.
Yeah, even that, I'm not sure it'd be enough.
We got water in the pool. Go look at it.
Yeah, we had to have the electrician come and do it. One, because he's got a trencher, and two, because the pool pump company says they'll give you a 1-year warranty if you install it yourself. They'll give you a 3-year warranty if an electrician wires it up. 2 wires. They put 2 wires on. And because he has a license, they give you a 3-year warranty. They're incredible. So that's why we did that. That's going to be a bench right there. We're going to put a wood bench in there, and then slate on the floor on the walkway right there. So I need to do that right now so we can figure out which rocks we need to use there, so we can bring the rest of them and put them in here. Let's see, what else do? We gravelled. We brought in another 11 tons of trail mix slate, and we did the garden.
Yep.
Because it was kind of muddy. So we put all that in there. That was a lot of fun.
Yep.
And then we brought in another, along with this truckload, the rest of this truckload went all around the house to stop erosion. So that worked out pretty well. What else did we do this week? Anything?
No, pretty laid back week.
Yeah, I'm sorry, a little dirty. So that would be the news, I think, for the week.
That's the news.
Yeah, so anybody that wants to pick up and move some rocks around, just give us a holler. We got lots of rocks. But the rocking and rolling is almost done, thankfully. Woo! A lot of rock.
A lot of rock.
But that's why these walls are so thick and so heavy, because remember, they're just sitting on the liner. They're not attached to anything. They're just, the only reason they're held together is because of those angles are pushing against each other, and all of this rock is pushing down on those walls. So that's the reason for the walls, is to hold the rock and the gravel all back. We don't want them mixing, because this is a swimming area. That's the planting area and the growth where the things grow. Not that we can't walk through there if we want to. Like, we're trying to figure out how to put stuff under the waterfall so we can sit under it. I don't know if we'll be able to do that, but we're gonna try. So, do or do not, there is no try. One of my heroes said one time. So, yeah. So, I think that'll do us.
That'll do, donkey.
Yeah, so we appreciate very much everybody, the comments. We get lots of good comments. We like those comments. Sorry we don't answer them, but we're moving rocks. So, yeah. So, do the thingy. Did you put the
Yes, I did.
quote? Okay, keep doing that. So we're following a plan from Total Habitat, and they've been good to us. It's been helpful. We'll call for advice and stuff. So we're grateful for that. But now we're past what they did, and we're kind of winging it now. So, but we're good at winging it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Say thanks a lot. See you next week.
See you guys.